With all the holiday excitement that is still in the air, how do you reflect on the past semester and set yourself and your students up for success in the new year? Well, hey there, Math Teacher Bestie. It's your girl, Kristen Moore here, the host on the Modern Math Teacher podcast. And as this holiday season winds down and we head into winter break, it is the perfect time to pause, reflect, and reset. Whether you're thinking about what worked well this semester, what you could improve, or just how to kick off January with fresh energy, this episode is for you. I've got tips for your students, your classroom, and you. Today, I'm sharing reflection activities that you can use with your students, strategies to reset your classroom for the new year, and of course, tips for recharging yourself over the winter break. Are you up for it? Let's do this. So, first off, let's talk about your students and reflecting with your students. The end of the semester is a great opportunity to help your students think about their progress and set goals for the future. Here are a few different reflection activities that work beautifully, chef's kiss, in a math classroom. First up, you know I love exit tickets. We've got exit tickets with a twist, okay? So instead of using your usual content based questions, ask your students, what's one math skill you're proud of mastering this semester? What is one thing you found challenging this semester and how did you approach it? Or what's one goal you want for yourself for the next semester? Okay. These questions encourage self assessment and a growth mindset, which are so important as students reflect on their learning journey. Two, we can talk about data analysis of progress. You can give your students a chance to analyze their performance over the semester, have them do their own data digging, right? This could involve tracking their quiz and test scores, charting their improvement, or identifying areas where they excelled or struggled. You can tie this activity into math skills like graphing or calculating percentages to make it both reflective and relevant, just depending on what you're working on with your students. And last up, I want to encourage you guys to have some just class discussions, okay? Spend a few minutes as a class reflecting on the semester as a whole. Ask your students questions like, what did you enjoy most about our math lessons this semester? And what's something you think we could do differently to make learning even better next semester? Your students are already in a talkative mood, so this gives them something productive to talk about. These discussions not only are going to help your students reflect, but they're also going to give you valuable feedback for your own teaching practice that you can then take with you as you reflect and reset for January as well. Now, we've reflected with our students, but we also know that come this time of year, our classroom is just a little bit more chaotic and crazy than we want it to be. So let's talk about resetting your classroom. The new year is the perfect time to refresh your spaces and your routines, okay? Making it easier to hit the ground running in January. So, here are a few strategies for you to reset your classroom for a strong start to 2025. First up, declutter and then organize, okay? So, take a little bit of time over your break or maybe while your students are doing their exams to tidy up your classroom. Clear out old papers, reorganize your supplies, create a clean, welcoming space for your students to return to. A fresh environment can make a big difference for both you and your students. Then, after you have looked at the physical space and you know that that is in a good spot for you and your students to come back into in January, I want you to revisit your routines, reflect on your classroom routines, and ask yourself what worked well and what could use a tweak. Whether that is your warm up processes, your transitions, your group work structure, January is a great time to introduce these small changes that can help your classroom run more smoothly. I know I've already started to reflect on the routines I have for my students, particularly when it comes to getting and returning materials. That just hasn't gone quite as smoothly as I wanted it to this year. Specifically thinking about calculators, Chromebook chargers, and getting out those mini whiteboards that we all love to use at our seats. So I've already got that in the works. Those are the three routines I'm going to be focused on for January as well. And last up, I want you to think about what you're going to be doing when you get back. So you've decluttered and organized your room, you're rethinking your routines. Now we need to come in and start the semester with a couple of lessons that are like fun, they're interactive, they're going to build excitement for what is ahead. That could be, a hands-on activity, a real-world math problem, or a preview of a new project. Whatever you choose, make it something that sets a positive tone for the rest of the semester. And if you live in a cold climate state like I do, make it something that you can also plan around some snow days for, because fingers crossed we're all getting some snow days this January. All right. We've talked about our students, helping them reflect. We've talked about how to refresh our classroom. Let's talk about how to recharge ourselves over the break. Let's talk about you, my dear modern math teacher friend. You guys, teaching is tough, and winter break is your chance to recharge so you can come back refreshed and ready to tackle this new year. Here are a couple of tips to help you make the most of your break. First up, take time for yourself. It's not selfish. You need it. Okay. Whether you decide to pick up a new book, binge watch your favorite TV show, or just spend time with loved ones unplugged, make sure you carve out time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation. I want you to really relish and enjoy this holiday break that you have together. Okay. Also, I want you to do a little bit of reflection on your own personal goals. Okay. So, just like your students, you can use this time to reflect on your own progress and what your goals look like for the next semester. What's one thing you want to try in your classroom? And what's one thing you'd like to improve? Two things, right? I just told you I'm improving my routines for a couple of things. What is it that you want to improve? Okay. And also, connect with your friends. Winter break is a great time to share your ideas and connect with your friends. And whether that is a teacher friend or not, I want you to make those connections with the people that you love. Reach out to them, have a coffee with them, have a texting date, whatever it is. Okay. Just connecting with your fellow friends can be incredibly energizing for you as a human being. Okay. We all need that connection there. All right, you guys. Now, as we wrap up today, I hope that these tips are going to help you reflect on the semester and reset for the new year. Remember, teaching is a journey, it's a process. Every semester brings new opportunities to grow and make an impact. So take some time to celebrate the progress that you have made. I want you to recharge over break, come back ready to make 2025 your best year yet. This is officially our last new episode for 2024. We'll be replaying some of our top episodes for the next couple of weeks so that I can rest and recharge over here too. I am wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Keep reflecting, keep recharging, and as always, keep it real. I'll see you all in 2025.